Hello there everyone, this is Brother Birch. In this video, I'm going to walk through getting a database set up. Okay, so this is for week 4. You'll need this for both your team and your personal assignments. So your preparation material involves 2 main components: getting connected to a database so that you can run queries and commands, and understanding the fundamentals. Okay, so let's check this out. Previous semester, students use both local databases for their debugging environments as well as a remote one. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up a database with Heroku. Okay, so this is all you're going to have to worry about. You know, even though previous semesters did do a local and a remote one, we're only going to do a Heroku database. Okay, like it says up here, if you want to play around with it, you can. But we're just going to work on getting this Heroku database up and running, and you can test everything you need to there. Okay, so we're going to be using Postgres. All right, it's free. It is used by a lot of different companies. So the first step to install the client utility, Psql. So you can find the installers for various operating systems here. So I'm going to go here. This is my first time doing it on this computer. I have a Windows machine that I'm running. So I'm going to select that and download the installer. Okay, again, I'm on a Windows machine, a 64-bit machine. I'll just do this latest version right here. Okay, it'll download. And once it finishes, I'll go ahead and open this up. And we're just going to get this installed on my machine. Okay, if this guy pops up, just hit yes. Then you should see this window pop up after you approve it to run. All right, so you can just go through the defaults on all this, and then provide a password for the database super user, Postgres. Okay, so this password can be anything that you want it to be. And once you put that in, that's what you'll be using. That you can just leave as the default. This is okay as well, just to leave as the default. Just keep on hitting next, and then it'll install it. Okay, so mine just finished. It took a few minutes to do that, but once it finishes, this will show up. So it says Stack Builder may be used to download and install additional tools. I'm just gonna not do that. Okay, so finish. So what that'll allow me to do is to run Postgres commands and kind of like run my database from my computer. Okay, so I have my project right here. All right, this we worked on in my introductory video just a few minutes ago. I have this project. This is my Heroku project. In here, so this is my terminal. I could open this same thing up in a command prompt or anything else, but I'm just using the terminal here in Visual Studio. So I'm going to follow these instructions. So I'm going to say Heroku add-ons, create Heroku PostgreSQL hobby dev. Okay, I'll run that. Okay, good, that's working. All right, says it's free, that's nice. All right, so that looks good. And then we're going to configure this thing, Heroku Config S, and it'll show what my database URL is. All right, and then I would probably want to save this just in case. I'm going to close that. And then I could say Heroku PG info. And you can see it'll pull up all this information about this new database that we just created. Okay, so we just created a Heroku database. It'll show up in your Heroku portal in your browser, but we just did it, you know, just using the terminal here, having downloaded everything we needed for Postgres. So then I'll go ahead and run connecting to a database at Heroku. So I'll run this command. I'll say Heroku PGSQL. Yes, that is what I meant. Okay. Oh, sorry, I took a second reading that. PSQL. All right. The local PSQL command could not be located. All right, let's see what's going on with that. Okay, so I just Googled this error. I just copied it from over here and I put it into quotes to Google that. The first thing that came up was this Stack Overflow one. And it says, this person said their Postgres files weren't included in their path variables. Okay, so I'm going to open up my Windows Explorer, go over to my files. Oops, not that one. This one, and find Postgres, which I just installed. And we'll need this bin directory right here to put into our path. Right, then I'll right-click on PC, hit Properties, Advanced System Settings. This guy pops up, Environment Variables, Path, New, Paste. We should be good to go. Okay, so I'm going to close out of all this. And then let's try this again. Okay, nothing. So I'm going to close out of this window. Sometimes you just have to refresh your terminal. Yeah, I'll save that. Okay, and then I'll open this up again. Okay, so there it is. And now I'm going to try to run that same command. So if I come back over here, try to run Heroku PG Psql. Okay, so that was our error. It wasn't included in the path, just like that guy on Stack Overflow said.